tell you that you need to save 10K, 20K, 30K to move out of state, and the truth is that is a lie. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Imani here, and I'm back with another freaking video. In today's video, we are going to be going over how to save up and move out of state, and it's also going to be a bill breakdown. I have two journals here, so I'm just going to be referring back to these journals or these planners, whatever you want to call it. One is a journal that is titled Bills, and then the other one is just titled Getting Stuff Done. I didn't always refer to these journals the entire time that I've lived on my own, but I definitely did refer to my journals in my reminders app and my bill planner breakdown type thing when I first got my own place. It was something for me to like visually see on paper what I needed to pay, and like for me to be able to keep track of things and check off things when I paid it. We're gonna go ahead and get into this video. If you're not subscribed, why aren't you subscribed? If you're not subscribed, ask yourself, why am I not subscribed? If you come to my channel every week or other week or whatever, whenever I post, and you watch my videos, and maybe you follow me on Instagram, why aren't you subscribed? If you only came to this video and you're like, I don't know if I like her, then I understand. But I think you're gonna like me. I think that you should like me. Oh yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at the Imani Collins. Lately I have not been on Instagram a lot. I post here and there, but I'm mainly trying to focus on my business, which is a topic for another time, and my move. And I'm just putting my focus in places that matter right now, which is you guys on YouTube, not so much Instagram. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, the first thing that we're gonna start with is how to initially save up to move out of state. How much money do you need? What exactly do I need to do in order to make money to get to where I want to go? Which is, if you want to just move out of your parents' house, if you just want to move out of your parents' house, or if you just want to move to a new state. I literally can say from my own personal experience, I moved out of state with $200, and yes, I know I moved with my sister, but I moved with my sister for 2 months, and I still wasn't able to find a job that I really wanted in Texas because I wasn't looking in the right places. And once I moved into my apartment, I still didn't have a job, and I was fine. So I'm gonna talk about how I was fine later, but I'm telling you, do not buy into the people that's telling you gotta save 10K and save all this money to move out of state, because you really don't. You don't have to do that. Listen to me, take it from me, someone that's actually done it, someone that's doing it. I'm about to move next month, and yeah, you don't have to save that much money. But how much money do you need to save? Do you need to save any money at all? Should you just take, just take a risk and just move? I won't say do that if you can. If you can save up some money, if you do have the option to wait it out and take some time to make some money to save so that it can be less stress on you, yes. Because one thing I will say, y'all, even though I didn't have a job and I only had $200 in my pocket, yeah, 200 I think, I still had my struggle moments. I had my y'all, I was depressed, I was sad, I was going through shit, but it built up character for me, and I feel like that's one thing that I'm grateful for. Like in the beginning, it wasn't all peaches and cream, but it helped me with like just growing the up, and I'm gonna censor that word out. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. When you first have the idea, okay, boom, I want to move out of state. This is what you need to do. Think about all the expenses you have right now and see which ones you can eliminate. Always look at expenses. Is something that I learned in a real estate class. There are liabilities and there are assets. If you have a lot of liabilities, then you need to eliminate some of those liabilities and just work with things that are creating you more wealth, things that are helping you towards your goal. For example, if you get your nails and your toes and your hair and your lashes done every single week, that is a liability, and that's something that you can eliminate right now. If you have a car payment, okay, your car is what takes you from point A to point B, so your car is really an asset. And I mean, at some point we all are gonna have to pay on a car payment, buy a car straight out. A car is definitely an asset, I would say. Look at all of your expenses, see which things you can eliminate, and then go from there. Once you see the bills that you just have to pay those bills. If you can, pay some up, and yeah, that will set you up to starting your journey on like getting out of state or moving on your own, whatever. Hey guys, it's your girl Imani, just popping in to say that I am officially offering one-on-one coaching. As you guys know, I really enjoy and I love making content about moving out of state and taking risks and doing whatever the heck you want to do. But I do have other things that I'm doing as well outside of YouTube. But I figured out a way that I could sit down with you guys on Zoom, and we can figure out a plan for each and every one of your individual goals. So if this is something that you are interested in, simply DM me or go ahead and book, and we'll go from there. After you have been able to say, okay, like I can pay these off, I can't pay these off, I don't have enough money to pay these off, you gotta make a decision. Do you want to get a second job? Do you want to ask family, close friends, can you borrow some money to move out of state? Or you can simply wait it out a few more weeks, get a second job, use your second job as your source of income for your move, and you can go from there. I really do not think that you have to have all this money saved up, but if you want to be quite prepared, I would say at least have 3 months of rent saved up. And if you're moving anywhere like Texas where the cost of living is low, 3 months of rent is probably what, $3,000 to $4,000. And that is, if you think about it, like if you have 4 months of rent saved up and you come to the state that you're moving to with a job already in place, or maybe you're already starting your job search from where you're at right now and you already know the type of route you're going to go with finding a job, or you just get in contact with a staffing agency and you're able to figure out, okay, boom, like these people are going to find me a job. And especially if you plan in advance where like you're already in contact with these people, you're already starting up your job interviews because everything is virtual, and you save up 4 months of rent, you're already setting yourself up for success, because when you move, you're gonna have this money saved for your rent, and then you're gonna have a job to come right into, and then it's like you're gonna be ahead of schedule. You see what I mean? So I don't understand when people say you gotta have all this money to move. Now I get it. If you want furniture, if you want a nice place, you gotta ship your car. Like I'm shipping my car to the state I'm moving to. It makes sense, but even still, $10,000. No, I just don't think so. I don't think that you need that much. You don't need that much money to move out of state. There's so many things you can do in order to save up your money, get a second job, start a business, y'all. It's so crazy how things worked out for me, because I don't want to speak on it, but like I just feel like it's just a season of transition, and like things are just being put in my pathway. So many opportunities are presenting themselves. So I really want y'all to understand that when you put yourself in a position to want more, to receive more, and you're just keeping your energy and your frequencies up, trust me, God, the universe, creator, highest, whatever you want to call it, will literally put you in a place to start receiving things that's going to help you towards your goal. And that is what I'm seeing right now. If there's another thing that I can say as far as how to get money to move out of state, how to move out of state, it would definitely be to learn the law of attraction. Learn the law of attraction, understand the law of attraction, and then put the law of attraction into work, because it's something that has helped me so much. I manifested where I'm at right now. Like I manifested my own place in another state, because I used to be in, y'all already know my story. Moving on to part 2 of this video. Once you move out of state, how do you maintain those expenses? I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like if y'all don't know, now you know, I am OCD-ish. I have to have a visual, like I have to see things on paper in order for them to make sense to me. And I literally tell people all the time, like things have to make sense in my head before I just do it. So when I first moved here, y'all, I created this journal. And yes, I was extra and I had to print out the bills and I put it on this little small little notebook journal type thing. Because it's my first time moving out of state, moving on my own. Oh my God. I asked my mom, I'm like, am I gonna struggle? Because I never paid rent and I never, like, why is it so expensive? And it's really not expensive. Listen, I was determined. I'm like, no, this is my first place. I'm not about to struggle. Like, I'm not about to get, you know, that E word that I'm not gonna say. I was like, I was nervous. And then I knew, like, it could go on your credit, and that's another thing. I'm talking about credit in another video because it's something I'm still learning. But yes, credit, if you can, try to work on your credit before you move out of state as well, because that will help you in your apartment hunting process. These are my bills. As you can see, I have car payment, I have rent, I have AT&T, I have, what is that word? I'm reading it. Oh, I have washer and dryer, I have energy, utility, gym, and then credit card, ideal image, and student loans. I'm gonna do the math for y'all. So my rent here, my car payment was $313.93. My rent was $1010 excluding utilities. AT&T cable was $76.96. Washer and dryer $43.24. Whatever. Energy $50. Utility $26.37. And then I had Ideal Image. I never started going to Ideal Image. I put that because I wanted to start getting my laser back, which eventually I did when I was able to pay, you know, I had more money to spend from. And then I had to pay off my credit card. My credit card is now paid off, but I'll just put that just because this is how much I was paying in the beginning. The total amount of expenses that I was spending when I first moved out of state was $1,545.66. This is the amount that I was paying when I first got my own place. And now that I've been in it for 2 years, that is nothing. Like, that's literally nothing. Like, that's literally nothing. And that's so affordable for me now. But in the beginning, when I didn't have a job, I was just like, how am I gonna afford this? But then over time, things started to work out. And I was, oh, okay, I can do this. I literally was like, coming to terms with it. I even have a note on the back of my journal. It literally says, always remember to pay bills on time, if not early. Remember to organize payment schedules and be responsible. If that is not organization and responsibility, I don't know what is. I don't play about my credit. I don't play about paying stuff on time. Like, if I could, I'll pay all my stuff up right now. Next page, I have this little chart. I have this little bill chart, and this bill chart was basically, and yes, I created it. Yes, all the lines were perfect. I used a straight edge, and I did that. I started from June 2019, which is when I moved. No, I moved here in May, but I had to start paying bills in June. And on the side as y'all see, hold on, can y'all see? I have all the months, and then I have all the bills that I have to pay, and then I will put pay, whatever. So June, I paid everything off, and then I put NA, and then I put a line, because I don't know why I did that, because I definitely paid my bills, but I just didn't keep track of it, so that's why I just put a line. And then October, pay, everything's paid off. And then I just never kept track of it, but it was good for me to keep track and refer back to when I first moved here. So yes, I recommend that you do this. This is so easy to do, and it definitely keeps you organized, and it definitely helps you to understand that it's not that bad at all. Like, you can afford to move out of state. Like, you can literally afford to move out of state. And I don't know your current financial situation, but I know you can do it, because if you don't try to live beyond your means, and when you go searching for an apartment, you know, you're not trying to be all fancy, like, it's okay. Here's another tip. When you are apartment shopping, right, look for apartments that are either newly built or still being built and are going to be finished when you're trying to move, because those apartment complexes normally always have specials because they're trying to fill up their units and their occupancy. So when I first moved here, this apartment building or complex was like, I think maybe a year or so into being completed. So, and also this area that I'm in, it's like a kind of like a new area, and they were trying to fill up their occupancy, so they were offering specials, and now they do not have that specials. I looked it up the other night. These apartments are going for, I think, $1,200 for this 1 bedroom, and I mean, I think that's pretty decent still too, but it's not as cheap as it was when I made that bill breakdown planner. So yes, I'm here to tell y'all that y'all can do it. Don't listen to nobody. If you want it, it can happen. Put your mind to it. Save a couple coins up. No, it doesn't have to be $10,000, $20,000, and do it. Make a list, make a checklist, check things off, do what you can, and put yourself out there to receive the things that you want to receive. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, who is? Nobody. Nobody's gonna do it for you. So don't listen to other people. Don't let other people put their insecurities on you. I tell y'all all the time, like, whatever you want, you can have it. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I say these things, sometimes I still struggle with it, but I gotta remember what I teach. And I gotta remember that at the end of the day, if I want something, I can have it, and I can't listen to other people that haven't done the things that I want to do. So that is all I have to say for this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want to do if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all in my next. Bye, guys.